All right. Let's get to the phone calls, guys. We're talking immigration, Supreme Court, and the law in Arizona. Let's begin with Patsy, who's calling us from New York. Thank you for holding, Patsy. Go right ahead.
Hi.
Hi. What do you think here? What do you make of the law in Arizona?
I think it's very unfair.
Oh.
I think it's very, very unfair. I mean, you know, regardless, these are human beings. They have families. They have children. Mr. Long, I don't know. He's not too right there. And as far as an incompetent president, I don't think that was very, very nice.
Well, let me just say one thing. Mr. Long is always right, okay? I'm sorry.
I'm tilted to the right.
Yes.
Tilted to the
you're
right.
not tilting. You're leaning hard. But
that was mean about the president. That was
Wait, I want to know what you base it on.
But wait a minute. Go back to what you said.
3.5 years
It's an interesting.
of the economy going backwards.
Put aside,
that's a later segment.
Put aside the intellectual arguments, who's right or who's wrong. I think what the lady was saying was that there's a certain welcoming quality to America that the right has lost. It is the America of the Statue of Liberty is not the America of the Republican Party and of Mike Long. That doesn't mean he's wrong on his legal and technical arguments.
That the young lady from New York calls and says that Mr. Long wasn't correct, he wasn't right, and she thought I was rude about the president. Well, evidently she disagrees with me, and that's fine. That's what America's all about. And she's evidently in the column of Obama for re-election. I'm not.
Yeah, but
and I'm not going to be.
You shouldn't be, but if you don't want to be. But the point is, she's trying to raise the question of the American values, American welcome,
and I'm
American
raising the question of American values that a state in this nation, in the United States of America, has a right and a duty to protect its citizens. And when, in fact, the President of the United States doesn't, with his Attorney General, protect the citizens of a particular state.
They don't have that right. They have
no other recourse but to do what they did.
But when's the last time we expanded legal immigration in this country? And when in our history have we had a border fence that straddles both the Canadian and Mexican border? The answer is we haven't expanded legal immigration in a long time. And we've never had a border fence between us and Canada or us and Mexico. We're changing our traditions now. We're getting away with the state. We absolutely are.
We never before did we have the onslaught of people who are coming across for the last 20 years.
Well, the fact of the matter is actually there's been a net decrease in immigration. Actually, if you saw the news here in the last few weeks, the numbers are down for people coming into this country.
It is not fair to those people. I don't care whether it's in Chile, South America, Ireland, Germany, Africa, that are standing on line, doing it the right way, requesting to come in and be part of the American dream, are not.
But that line never moves, and that's one of the problems. We haven't increased the amount of legal immigration that we'll allow.
All I am telling you is that a nation cannot survive, and if you think it can, you got a real problem. A nation cannot survive unless we protect our borders.
Mike here, Lewis calling us from Middletown. Lewis, you're on the line.
Yeah.
Go ahead, you're on.
Yes, hi. I think the law is the correct way to go about it. I mean, the federal government should be enforcing this law, and unfortunately the local authorities have to be the ones to do it. Now, you guys have to also remember, we're not only talking about immigration, but we are talking about people being able to slip through the border who are coming in to hurt us with terrorism and everything else that's going on in the world. This is something that we have to take a very hard look at. Yes, I do believe that coming to America is huge for everybody and have that opportunity, and we should let them do that. But it should be done in the right way.
All right, let's hear now from Jackie. Jackie's calling us from Pennsylvania. Go ahead, Jackie, you're on. Jackie, you got to turn down the TV there. Go ahead.
Okay, hi, gentlemen. This is a real serious issue. It's a real serious issue, and I think what's really important is that instead of, forgive me, but being political and trying to say whether President Obama is competent or not, which I believe he is, let's get to the issue. You said, is it un-American? I'm going to interpret un-American as, is it what our ideal is, that all of the immigrants that have come over the years have come for and basically have built up this economy. Of course, we could talk about economy and all those issues for a long time. Here's why I'm upset about it, and I think it's the wrong law. Someone walking down the street, unless you want your police to be stopping everybody and basically have stop like you have sobriety checks, of course they have to use some kind of judgment on who it is they're going to stop. And that's where you have the profiling that is un-American. The place to get these situations straightened out is by the people who are paying, underpaying these people, probably not giving them any benefits and insurance, and then they get hurt and they go to the hospital, and yes, the taxpayers pay. So this is the wrong approach.
All right, Jackie, thank you for your phone call. Again, I can't get past that last thing, Mike, that she said, which is who empowered somebody to decide who looks American and who doesn't? And if you don't think that, as confusing as the law and the applications are, that doesn't happen, I think we're kidding ourselves.
I'm not of the belief that the overwhelming of police, whether it be Arizona or New York, are profile people because of the way they look. If there are,
that's what the law says.
If there are police members in Arizona or Texas or wherever that are profiling people and aiming at people who they believe are different from them, those police officers don't belong on the job, and they will be rooted out.
But
it's amazing that all of us.
Though, that's what the law says that they can do.
Well,
now, they're not even being Wild West cowboys when they look at it and they say, I'm to use my discretion per the letter of the law, and if I believe someone is not legal, I can exercise my law enforcement authority here and make them show papers. You and I both know if you, me, and a guy named Jose Gonzalez walk down the street, which of the three of us could the papers get asked of? Ain't going to be you and me. And that's the part that I still don't get why more people, including conservatives, don't say, who empowered the government?
If a police officer suspects that the person that is not legally here, I think the police officer is in his right to take the steps.
That's the heart of it.
Yeah.
To
and
take
that's
the steps.
what's un-American.
That's not un-American.
The police officer suspects, they need evidence, Mike. It's called probable cause. If they see someone committing a crime, you're right. If they see someone running away, okay. But I look at you and I suspect.
Isn't it funny? Funny when people get mugged or held up? The first thing, and there's no police around, they're mad as hell because where the hell were the police when the person broke into my house? You know, the bottom line, you can't have it both ways.
Mike, if the guy is breaking into someone's house, arrest him and deport him. If he's walking down the street, leave him alone.
The police in this nation are the thin blue line that makes the difference between a lawless society and protects.
Nice try trying to make me anti-cop. It's not going to work. Cops do a great job. Your system requires them to look at a brown-skinned, a white-skinned, and a yellow-skinned person and say, which one's likely to be the illegal immigrant? And in Arizona, the brown-skinned guy pays the price.
I don't know about you. I'm colorblind. I don't know about you. I have no
You don't know about
problem
me?
with
And
that,
so
okay?
it goes.
Do you?